Welcome back, everybody. My name is Taylor Martin. This is the best Damn EDC. And as I've mentioned over the last probably 2 years or so, my carry has really kind of condensed down, not necessarily the amount of things that I carry, but in the sort of stuff that I rotate. I'm not really rotating in new things all the time. My wallet stays the same. The pen stays the same pretty much all the time. The flashlight doesn't really change all that much. So for the most part, my carry stays the same, except for like my knife and my watch. They'll change pretty regularly. But I would say that lately I've found a few things that I've added to my carry or exchanged or swapped out for something else that have really made a difference, that I really, truly like a lot. So with that said, here are 5 new favorite EDC items of mine that I want to share with you guys. So with that said, let's do the damn thing. So you guys, I don't even really know if I've talked about this thing a whole lot, but Exter sponsored the channel a while back and they sent me this thing and I really, truly liked this. It's a very clever product. So this is a key shackle with a magnetic quick release and a key ring. And the key ring's nice too because it's one of those that doesn't like wreck your fingers or fingernails. The design of this is really clever. So it has this little set screw on the top. It adjusts in and out so you can accommodate a whole bunch of keys, and then you clamp it down to whatever width you need. And your key, like this center screw on all these key shackles is really the fail point. It can run itself out and then you lose your keys. This can't happen. It only runs out here, and I never had this move on me at all. Very solid design, except for the fact that there is one big fail point on this, and it's the magnetic quick release. So this uses a little magnet in here and it kind of seats in and it keeps it from being able to like wobble too much. But I have lost my keys probably 3 or 4 times since starting to carry this. And it's just when I like brush up against something and then my keys fall, I don't notice it. And then I have to go search around for my keys. I've always found them, but I could see a situation where I'm using this out and about and I lose my keys, and that's not good. Which is why I was really thrilled when Dustin Bean from Urban Carvers released this. So I got my own personal keys in here. Hold that thought, I gotta cover my keys. Where's my duct tape? Not even joking right now, I'm covering my keys with duct tape from my belt. Pants are falling off though. Just nip them in the bud right now. There, my keys are covered, you're welcome. Anyway, I was really, really happy to see that Urban Carvers has released the Keyper. I got this about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago, and it's the same concept as his magnetic quick releases, the MQRs, which are really, really, really strong. I mean, these magnets are ridiculously strong. Really, the only way that you can break them loose easily is with a lateral force, straight on. I mean, it's ridiculous. I think they're 15-pound pull magnets on either side, so that's like a 30-pound pull. They are very strong, but he has integrated a shackle into this. So the big complaint from me is that it only accommodates about 3 keys. 4 will not fit. So my biggest complaint when using one of these MQRs is that when you have this on something like the JRW Tough Clip, so you have your Tough Clip, you have magnetic quick releases, and then you have your keys on the end of that, you have this like 6 or 7 inch long keychain that's too much to hang from my belt loop. So the fact that he has addressed that by turning the whole bottom half of it into a shackle is awesome. It shortens it up. It makes it really, really easy to use. This is ideal. I am a big fan of it. I just wish that there was some sort of compromise to hold 4 keys, because that's how many I have. I have basically succumbed to only using 3 keys. I don't use them every single day, but it's nice to have that 4th key. The 4th key was actually the key to the sandbar, which I'm not using right now, so it's not that big of a deal. But this is a 3 key or less sort of solution. It's a compromise, right? I like this, but I've lost my keys. I've never had my keys come off one of these MQRs from Urban Carvers, ever, and this is not gonna be any different. Plus it's integrated with the shackle. Huge fan. We are gonna have a carry commission version of this. So this was a prototype sent to me, and we are gonna do topo on it, just like these two here. So that'll be really sick. Can't wait for that. But I really, really, really like this solution, the Keyper from Urban Carvers. You guys might have seen this in the last video, or maybe not. You've probably seen it in pictures and different things where I have been carrying this and might be wondering what it is. It stays on the keys because it is actually really useful to have, but it's not something I use frequently at all. But I have had to use it, and I will get to my use case for it. So you see Civivi on there, it's got Civivi on the bottom. And what this is a very, very simple thing. It is a bit holder, or a bit wrench, if you want to call it that, bit driver. It has a double-sided bit. You have a T8 and a T6, which are the two most common Torx screws that I have on the knives that I carry, and probably also the most common that Civivi uses. And that's it. It's just a little capsule that holds that bit, and then it has the ability to be a driver. And you can use the leverage from your keys and this key ring to turn. That's all you really need for a knife. For me, the use case for this comes down to fixing pocket clips, because I bend out pocket clips so damn much. It's really annoying. I can't help it. It happens all the time. So what I would do is unscrew this, flip the clip around, bend it down, and then flip it back and tighten it back up. But it's not the most fun screwdriver to use, but to have that on you at all times and really not take up any space is really, really nice. So since we're on the topic of keys still, and I pointed this out earlier, you guys know about this. I've talked about this for a long time. This is a tritium glow fob from Rhino. This is a titanium one with a glass breaker. It's kind of big. These are like $40 or $50, and that's kind of expensive for just something that glows on your keychain, but they're awesome. So Rhino has come up with another solution, and I put them on damn near everything. So these are my truck keys. You might notice I got a new fob here. I put them on there, and I use green on my truck fobs. I have one on this little setup, which I use when I go backpacking or camping or anything like that. I have a small flashlight so I can find it in the dark without blinding myself. Fire starter, other important stuff like a whistle. I keep all this stuff together, and I put this little glow fob on there so that I can find that in the dark, and I can hang it up and I can still find it. I put them on anything and everything I can find. I've given them to friends. I have a lot still. So Rhino sent me a whole bunch of them, and I've put a lot of them to use, and I still have many left over. I don't know how many, but they are awesome, and they're really, really good for being able to find stuff in the dark. There are, I think that's an orange one, green, there's a yellow and a purple, so I can color code stuff as well if I need to. These things are great. They are called the Spark Fobs, and like I said, these right here are like $40, $50 a piece. These are $12 a piece, which is still kind of expensive for what it is, but you can get a 3-pack for like $28, and you can get a 5-pack for $48. If you got 5 of these, it would be $250. That's insane. So 5 of these for $50. You are getting a lot smaller tritium, and you're getting this clear plastic, which is not as nice looking as the titanium, but it serves the same purpose, which is the whole point, and it still has the glass breaker in the end. So this does everything this does, and it's a lot cheaper, and you can put them on everything for a lot less money than you can one of these. So the next item was also in the last video, and it is on the bag that I use every single day. Struggling right now. This bag is from Vertex. If you're interested, I'll link it down below. I'm gonna do a video on this bag at some point. I really like this bag from Vertex. It's the new Gamut, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about this right here, and not the knife in particular. This knife is a Wesson knife, little fixed blade that they sent me. It's a cool little knife, but what's way cooler to me right now than the knife is this. So we talked about this with Brandon Curran from BattleBox in the pocket dump video from Georgia Bushcraft. So this right here is what we're really interested in. This and this little receiver for it. So you can put your knife on a backpack strap, and you can put that knife in any direction you want thanks to that little cog setup. You just pull on this lever, which I've attached some paracord to, and you can put it in any direction. So this is called the UltiLink. They call this a lock and pinion. So you can buy additional locks, you can buy additional pinions, and you can put these things on whatever you want. And this is MOLLE compatible as well, so you can unscrew the Velcro from this. So the Velcro comes perforated already with these 4 screw holes. You can remove the Velcro, and you can just attach this straight to some MOLLE as well. The attachment options are basically limitless. You can do so many things with the system. I have really, really, really liked it. and only really started to scratch the surface with how it will work for me. I like having that fixed blade on my backpack, even though I really only come to the office and go back home. But I really like having it there, and the ability to have that knife and just pull this thing and have the knife detached with the sheath. That is what is really, really nice about it, without having to remove this whole thing. So I really, really like this product, and it's not as new as I thought. It was a Blade Show 2021 Accessory of the Year. So it's been around for a couple of years now, but really, really handy and not that expensive. I will have more of these for sure. All right, the last item that I've added to my carry, it's not something I carry on me every single day, but I do have this down in my backpack, and I use it as a pouch that just has a strap. It's a fanny pack. So this is the Blue Ridge Overland Gear bum bag, but this version in particular is the Carry Commission exclusive. It comes in OD Green and Coyote. On the front, you've got obviously some hook and loop and some laser cut molly, which you can attach things to. I don't normally have a flashlight here, but it was just in the bag and I didn't want it in there. So I usually have this pin there though. And then on the inside, I have a pouch with like spare cards and stuff that I don't want in my main wallet. This is how I have such a slim wallet. I've got like loyalty cards and like my Costco membership card and some credit cards that I don't need every day in here, as well as like tweezers, nail clippers, lip balm. So I keep all that stuff in that. And then in here, it's just a big pocket, but you've got hook and loop on either side. And I've used these Vanquist Velcro elastic organizers inside here. Blue Ridge Overland Gear also has some of these. I just had these from my Dendrite, so I threw them in here with the gear already in it. So I just migrated over from the Dendrite. I still really like the Dendrite, don't get me wrong, but the Dendrite is much, much larger. Even the small Dendrite is larger than this one. And I like how compact this is. I like to stuff a whole bunch of like crap inside bags and pouches. And if the bag itself is smaller, I'm gonna carry less stuff. That's what it amounts to. So I just use this as like a supplementary thing, like a bigger flashlight that I don't want in my pocket. I can have it down in my bag. And if I'm gonna go out with my family or whatever, I can just grab the whole bag. I can throw kids snacks and stuff down in here. Things I'm not gonna carry with me, like the Leatherman bit kit, as well as a Leatherman and the ratchet driver, a Zippo. These are things that I don't necessarily want in my pocket all the time, but are still handy to have around. This bag was really good for Georgia Bushcraft. It's just good for events. I'm probably going to be carrying this for Blade Show. Like, I just really like having this. And it's funny because Alex, behind the camera over here, Jordan, my business partner at Carry Commission, a bunch of our local friends, a bunch of people are now carrying this bag. Everybody's got the same bag, and everybody wants one. My wife wants one. Like they're just small, simple, built really well and affordable. They're a really good price for something that's made in America. This bag is 40 bucks out the door. Like that's not bad at all for something that is made in Virginia and is made really, really well. So we have the bum bag, we have the Spark Fob, the Civivi Key Bit, the Urban Carvers Keyper, and the UltiLink. These are the 5 things that I have added to my carry recently, and really shows you how strong that magnet is. These are the 5 things I've added to my carry recently and really truly enjoy. So I hope you find that helpful. I hope you like this stuff yourself. If you do, just hit the links in the description down below. But that's it for now. As a reminder, next Friday is going to be the EDC Weekly where I choose the winner. So go to edcw.co, submit your carry. I'm looking for hard use, well-loved, beat-up carries. So go submit your beat-up, well-used carry at edcw.co. You'll be entered to win. You can submit any carry you want, but for the video, if you want to get featured, that's what I'm looking for. But I will be choosing a winner for the long overdue giveaway. But that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, carry on.